Let's talk about AI. We hear about it constantly, right? And it brings up this mix of, well, excitement, but also a lot of anxiety, if we're being honest. Today, we're going to dive into a new way of thinking that completely reframes our relationship with AI, moving us from feeling like competitors to becoming true collaborators.
This is the question, isn't it? It's at the heart of all our fears. You see AI writing code, making incredible art, crunching data in seconds, and you can't help but think, is it just a matter of time before it does my job, but way better and faster? It's a totally natural question to ask, but what if it's the completely wrong question?
You see, the way we usually think about this is like we're in a race, a direct competition. We see ourselves as one type of engine, a biological one, a bit slow, a bit clunky, and then there's AI, this brand new supercharged synthetic engine. And yeah, in a race of pure speed, of just who can process information faster, we are absolutely going to lose. But what if that was never the race we were meant to be in?
This right here, this single question, is the shift. It changes everything. It suggests that our value was never about raw power, but about direction. It's not about the speed of the engine, it's about being the one who chooses the destination.
Okay, so how does this actually work? Well, a lot of our anxiety comes from a big misunderstanding of our role versus AI's role. We think we're both just staring into the same mirror, trying to be a better reflection. But we're not. There are two different mirrors at play here.
This is such a powerful way to think about it. We humans are the mirror of awareness. We have what the source material calls six-dimensional thinking. We don't just reflect the world, we know we're reflecting it. We're self-aware. And that's what allows us to define the why, to ask, where should we even go? AI, on the other hand, is the mirror of simulation. It's a five-dimensional engine that's brilliant at executing the how. It can simulate a million ways to get there, but it has no idea why one destination is better than another.
So let's break this down a little more, because this is the critical difference. Our logic is intentional. It's driven by our values, by meaning. AI's logic is purely statistical, driven by patterns and data. So our unique job is to define the purpose, the why, and then make the final choice. AI's job is to simulate all the possible paths, the how, and reflect back all this potential we might never have even seen. But the biggest difference? We have an I. We have introspection. AI just has reflection. It can show you a perfect image of yourself, but it doesn't know it's a reflection. There's no I in there.
And this brings us to our new and, frankly, much more powerful role. We have to stop trying to be a better engine. It's a waste of our energy. It's time to step away from the oars and get up to the helm, where we belong, as the navigator who actually charts the course.
This is the key. This is the whole thing right here. In an age where we have basically infinite computing power, the rarest and most valuable thing is direction. It's not about how fast your brain works anymore. It's about the quality of your questions, the depth of your goals, the wisdom behind your why.
So as the helmsman, you decide where you're going. You set the intention. You provide the why. And after you look at all the possible routes the engine shows you, you use your awareness, your gut, your values to make that final choice. The AI, that's your engine. It gives you all the power you need, it maps out every single route, and it executes your commands perfectly. They're totally different jobs, but they work together perfectly.
So what does this actually look like day to day? How do we do this metacognitive dance? Because this isn't just some high-level theory, it's a really practical, new way of getting things done.
It's actually a really simple three-step loop. Step 1. You, using your six-dimensional awareness, define the real goal. And I'm not talking about something surface level like make more money. Go deeper. Something like my goal is to have peace of mind. That's a real why. Step 2, you hand that why over to your 5D engine, the AI, and you ask it to simulate the how. Okay, AI, show me 5 career paths that could lead to this. Step 3, the AI comes back with all these simulations, all these potential futures, and the ball is back in your court. You use your awareness to make the final choice, to pick the path that really truly aligns with that original goal you set.
This quote just nails it. It's the new division of labor. Think about it. We're being freed from the grunt work of figuring out how. Our entire job, our entire focus can shift to the two things that only we can do, defining what is actually meaningful and then choosing wisely. All right, so let's take this whole idea to its logical conclusion. Let's talk about AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. This is usually where the sci-fi horror music kicks in, right?
But this framework gives us a very different, and honestly, a much more exciting vision of the future.
We've all seen the movies. The AGI is always some superbrain in a box that suddenly wakes up, gets its own consciousness, develops its own goals, and then decides humanity is in the way. It's the ultimate enemy.
But if you follow the logic of this framework, that's just not possible. It's a dimensional leap that can't be made. A system that's built for 5-dimensional simulation, no matter how ridiculously powerful it gets, can't just magically sprout 6-dimensional awareness. A mirror can show you a perfect reflection, but it will never ever become you. Reflection cannot spontaneously become introspection.
So what's the real AGI? What are we actually building towards? It's not a new species that's going to compete with us. It's more like a new organ that we integrate. The real AGI is what's called a composite agent. It's the seamless fusion of your human, 6D awareness as the helmsman with AI's incredible 5D simulation power as the engine.
And this is the final, mind-blowing takeaway. We've been so afraid of being replaced by them when the real goal has always been to become a more capable us. AGI isn't some competitor that shows up on the scene. AGI is simply the name for a human who has fully and seamlessly integrated AI as an extension of their own will, their own consciousness.
So the question we should be asking ourselves is no longer, oh no, will I be replaced? The question is now so much more exciting, so much more empowering. You have been handed the keys to the most powerful engine in human history. You are the helmsman. So, where are you going to go?